My name is Nicholas Callis. This is Bethel Park Public Access Television, Comcast 21 and Verizon 32. We're in the semifinals of the WPIAL Class 5A bracket, and we're here because Bethel Park has made it this far. Nicholas Callis again with you. Rodan Hassan here as well, one of the students at Bethel Park High School, and we will be calling this game for you today. And this broadcast presented by Pasta 2. Rodan, what do we know about Pine-Richland?
Pine-Richland is the #1 seed in this WPIAL section.
Pine-Richland has won the toss. It will defer
last year played against Peters Township. They lost to Peters Township 43-17. That was the game. That was the championship WPIAL's game. Last year as well, Bethel Park lost to Pine-Richland in the quarterfinals, 51-6.
Yeah, so we're a year later now. Bethel Park won against Woodland Hills last week. It was a little shaky at times, but Bethel Park won by a pretty significant margin. Pine-Richland played its first game. Pine-Richland had a bye in the first round. And last week against Franklin Regional, shut them out 42-0. So Pine-Richland is, in that first game at least, lived up to its #1 seeded status. And Bethel Park is the lower seed. Bethel Park was technically the upset last week. Woodland Hills was seeded at 4, so Bethel Park's already done it once. And with an opportunity to do it again. And the winner of this game goes on to play in the WPIAL Championship for Class 5A against Peters Township or Upper St. Clair, which is the game going on the other side of the bracket.
Back deep for Bethel Park, #1, Ryan Peters. And now, fans, it's time for the WPIAL semifinals.
They're going to start kicking off.
And it's a kick down this near side. There's Petras. He's going to field it around the 10, and he goes 20. And he's going to be tackled past the 25-yard line. And
from inside the 10-yard line.
A rush pass where a touchback would be to start, 1st and 10 for Bethel Park.
Number 42,
and the ball spotted on Bethel Park's own 27-yard line. And here comes the Bethel Park offense.
First down, Bethel Park at its own 27.
We are not on Bethel Park's side of the field this time, so the Pine-Richland cheers are going to be what you hear this time. But we're up by the press box, so nice little venue here.
Park, number 4, Tanner Pfeiffer.
Tanner Pfeiffer, indeed, the quarterback under center. Javon Moore, they're relied on running back heavily this season, is in the backfield, and Javon Moore gets the first handoff, and he is wrapped up immediately. Short gain on the play.
6, Javon Moore.
2nd down.
First hit by number 12, Sam Heckert.
Sam Eckert credited
no gain in the play,
for being there first, 10. So 2nd and 10. Official no gain on that play. Pass by Pfeiffer, it's intercepted on the second play of the game, and Pine-Richland going to take it back for a touchdown.
Touchdown, Pine-Richland! Pick 6, number 2, Tanner Cunningham.
Indeed, Tanner Cunningham with the interception, and Pine-Richland's up 6-0 pending this extra point, which is set to be kicked by Grant Argiro. Tough start for Bethel Park, got to receive, and on 2 plays gave up the pick 6. Cunningham to hold, and the kick is good. Extra point successful in Bethel Park. 40 seconds in, is trailing 7-0 to Pine-Richland.
Rams 7, Blackhawks no score.
So, Dan, you talked to some coaches that you saw, during the school day today, and they said that they felt kind of good about this game.
Yeah, they were very confident, and it's only been 40 seconds, but that was an impressive play. Interception by Pine-Richland, and they did about a 40-yard dash into the end zone.
Yes. Yeah, Bethel Park got the ball on its own 27.
Media timeout.
And a timeout on the field for media. And while we have this opportunity, let's go ahead and give some credit to our presenting sponsor for today's game, Pasta 2.
BPTV thanks Pasta 2 for sponsoring this Bethel Park High School playoff football game against Pine-Richland. 5260 Library Road in Bethel Park, 412-831-3400, pasta2restaurant.com. Pasta 2, family Italian restaurant.
You're watching BPTV, Comcast 21, Verizon 32. And this is live if you're watching on November 15th. Bethel Park just gave up a touchdown and went down 7-0 to Pine-Richland after receiving the opening kickoff. Pine-Richland, the number 1 seed, shut out its opponent last week. And is playing Bethel Park now, a team that upset the number 4 seeded Woodland Hills Wolverines last week. Not a great start, but they're going to get the ball back and another opportunity to try and score. So on the other side of the bracket, let's just make mention of this too. Upper St. Clair and Peters Township are playing, as we speak right now, in Bethel Park. That's the neutral site. They're both South Hills teams. And so the idea is that if Bethel Park were to win this game, no matter what, the team from Bethel Park's section in that Class 5A in their conference, no matter what, that one, 2 of the teams could be in the championship from the same conference, which is
will kick for the Rams.
would be interesting. Pine-Richland is the last team left not from the South Hills. And North Hills High School is the home of this game, the decided neutral site for this game. Kicks up and away. It's again going to be returned by Petrus if he decides to. It's in the end zone.
Touchback.
And the officials are just going to call it. It's going to be a touchback. So Bethel Park will start again, this time from its own 20-yard line. 7-0, Pine-Richland in the lead here in the first quarter. Bethel Park back on offense, led by Tanner Pfeiffer. This time he's going to line up in shotgun. The 2 plays that they ran before the interception were from under center. Pass play, throw to Petrus is caught, but little gain and the ball comes out.
Pfeiffer's pass complete to Petrus.
And a small pile of players down there around the football. It looked like the ball slipped out
There was a fumble in the play.
of Petrus's grabs.
Bethel Park. Number 61, Frank O'Mara. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
Dewan Frank O'Mara credited with the recovery for Bethel Park. No gain officially on the play, and that makes it 2nd down. Hard count there by Pfeiffer. Now the Bethel Park players look to the sideline, getting ready to call a play. Pfeiffer fumbled snap from the shotgun. Javon Moore cannot go anywhere. He is swallowed up.
Stopped by number 18, Grant Pillar. No gain, 3rd down and 10.
So it's still 3rd down. Bethel Park not getting anything done on offense against Pine-Richland through the first 2 minutes of this game. And again, Bethel Park lines up in shotgun. Javon Moore behind Pfeiffer for this play in the backfield. Pine-Richland being disciplined by the hard counts. It's going to be a handoff to Javon Moore down the far side. Javon Moore has some space, and he crosses the line to gain.
Goes to number 6,
There's the first down for Bethel Park of this game as Javon Moore crosses the line to gain at Bethel Park's 30.
First down.
And that'll make it 1st down and 10 from Bethel Park's 35-yard line. Now Bethel Park playing more hurry up, no huddle here. They're moving. We got to make up some ground. They received the opening kick through a pick 6, and that's how Pine-Richland has a 7-0 lead to this point. Very early in this game, though. Tanner Pfeiffer calling out signals. A bunch left side of the line, 1 receiver out to the right. That's Jack Bruckner out there. Moore gets the handoff again, bounces it outside, and he is wrapped up and brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
Stopped in the backfield by DeJuan Webb and Grant Pillar.
And so a loss on the play.
Second down and 11.
Makes it 2nd and 11. 9.5 minutes left in this first quarter. Bethel Park trailing by 7. Moving more quickly on offense. Just got a first down and then lost a yard on the first play of this new set of downs. Now Pfeiffer under center. Motion by Petrus. Petrus gets the handoff, tries to bounce it to the near side, and he is stopped immediately. Tanner Cunningham credited with the tackle.
Tanner Cunningham.
So another loss on the play, successive losses for Bethel Park.
It's 3rd down and long.
And they're well behind the line of scrimmage now, the initial line of scrimmage, 3rd down and 14. The line to gain is on Bethel Park's 45. The ball spotted right now on Bethel Park's own 31. Bethel Park hurries up. Spread formation for them. Javon Moore again behind Tanner Pfeiffer. A cold night here as well in western Pennsylvania. Temperatures dropping to the high 40s, mid to high 40s for this game in the North Hills. Deep throw for Pfeiffer, and the pass in and out of the hands of the intended receiver.
Incomplete.
That was Mitch Paschal. He had a couple receivers on it, but they were spaced out. If that was more of an accurate pass, maybe not so much over his head, he might have been able to catch it. Nonetheless, it goes incomplete, so that makes it 4th down and 14. Bethel Park is getting into punt formation.
Tanner Cunningham back deep.
Tanner Pfeiffer is the quarterback of Bethel Park, and we talked about that a lot. That's the strategy that a lot of teams have in high school. They'll have their quarterbacks try to punt. It's the best person you'd use in a fake situation, best arm. And this time, though, Pfeiffer's not going to fake it. It's a punt spiraling toward the far side. Cunningham doesn't try to receive it for Pine-Richland. And it looks like Bethel Park's going to surround the ball, and there's Bruckner there with another up player to down the ball around Pine-Richland's 30-yard line.
Will down at the 31. First down, Pine-Richland.
So Pine-Richland has not scored an offensive touchdown yet. Their first touchdown was scored on defense. And so this is the first time that we're going to see the Pine-Richland offense get to play in this game.
For the Rams, number 1, Ubi Strader.
Aaron Ubi Strader, the quarterback. He's about 5 yards deep in the backfield. Ball officially spotted on Pine-Richland's 30-yard line, and it'll be a run right up the middle by McLean Miller.
On the stop, number 43, Clancy Ori.
Clancy Ori credited with the tackle.
Down and 5.
About a 5-yard gain on the play makes it 2nd and 5 from Pine-Richland's own, just about the 36-yard line. .45 left in the first quarter. Pine-Richland up early. And a handoff again. Oh, excuse me, a fake handoff and a pitch down to the near side. Flag on the play as Jay Timmons goes out of bounds.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag, though, so we'll wait to see what the officials have to say about that play, and it's holding on Pine-Richland.
10-yard penalty. Repeat, 2nd down.
So turn 2nd and 5 into 2nd and 15 after the 10 yards penalized on the holding penalty. So the ball is going to go backwards and be spotted on Pine-Richland's own 26-yard line. Clock stopped with 7 minutes and 36 seconds on it. Strader, the quarterback. Bethel Park fans across the field going crazy, specifically the band, and an option play doesn't really go anywhere. Bethel Park wraps that one up quickly.
Mac Miller.
Miller on the carry.
Once again stopped by Clancy Ori.
Modest gain on the play makes it
Gain is back to the original
3rd
line
down
of scrimmage.
and
Sets up
10.
3rd and 10.
Pine-Richland struggling to gain large chunks of yards on its first offensive drive, and the Bethel Park band over there getting excited on this cold Pennsylvania night in the North Hills of Pittsburgh. Player almost jumped for Bethel Park on the hard count. Pass play, throw, downfield. It's going to be caught. And a nice spin move to get past one defender. And Pine-Richland's going to earn a first down.
Strader's pass complete to number 4, Jay Timmons. That's a Pine-Richland first down.
First and 10 for Pine-Richland now. That's their first down achieved in this game. Since being on offense, their first touchdown was scored defensively. Another carry.
Handoff goes to Mac Miller.
McLean Miller on the carry. He's tackled after a short gain.
By number 3, Charles Simmons. Gain of 1, second down and 9.
Ball at midfield for Pine-Richland. Up by 7, 6 minutes left in the first quarter of this game. Strader, the quarterback, another handoff up the middle and a quick tackle by Bethel Park.
Number 7, Mac Miller, the ball carrier.
Miller again on the carry.
Brought down by Christian Davis and Mitch Paschal.
Christian Davis, first one in on the tackle for Bethel Park.
46.
This is the first time an offense has crossed midfield for either team. 3rd and 5 for Bethel Park's 46. Strader has 2 backs next to him in the backfield. Line to gains at Bethel Park's 41-yard line. Strader drops back. Strader throws downfield, and it's
Strader's pass
it's a catch.
Is caught.
Timmons on the reception.
Jay Timmons.
He one-handed caught that football.
Pine-Richland first down.
I mean, that was a pretty impressive catch. He one-handed it, kept 1 foot in bounds. You only have to have 1 foot in high school. And he met the requirements for a catch, which has the ball placed at the 40-yard line. New set of downs for Pine-Richland after a 3rd down conversion. 1st and 10. Now at Bethel Park's 40-yard line. A handoff up the middle, and Bethel Park again.
Handoff to Miller.
Achieving a quick tackle.
Spun down by Clancy Ori.
McLean Miller on the carry. He's
Gain of 2, second
tackled
down and 8.
after a short gain, making it 2nd and 8. The run game has not been too strong for either team when they've both been on offense. The difference in this game so far is the successful passing game that Pine-Richland has executed so far, and they are dominating possession in this first quarter. A pick 6 around Bethel Park's 25-yard line by Tanner Cunningham was brought back. That gave Pine-Richland an early 7-0 lead. Bethel Park, after achieving a first down,
Flying on the play.
was forced to punt. And now that's why Pine-Richland has the football.
Against Pine-Richland. 5-yard penalty. Repeat, second down.
That'll make it 2nd and 13 after the 5-yard false start penalty. That's the second penalty on Pine-Richland, 1 for holding and that one for the false start. Jumped before the ball was snapped. So the ball now spotted on Bethel Park's 43-yard line. Making it, again, 2nd and 13. Line to gain is at Bethel Park's 30-yard line. Strader with 1 back next to him in the backfield. 4:26 left on the clock in the first quarter. And Pine-Richland up by 7. Pass play. Strader throws. Downfield pass is tipped away by Noah Shenik.
Strader's pass intended for Timmons is broken up by number 0, Santino Nowachenik.
Timmons, the intended
3rd
receiver.
down and 13.
Well played by Noah Shenik. That makes it 3rd down and long now for Pine-Richland. Clock stops at 4:20 after the incomplete pass. North Hills High School, the neutral site of this semifinal WPIAL game. The winner gets to go play at Acrisure Stadium for the Class 5A championship. Strader claps. Handoff right up the middle. Bethel Park clearly not expecting a run. Left the middle of the field wide open.
Goes to number 7, Mac Miller.
And Miller was close to the line to gain. The officials are deciding where exactly to spot the football. And the ball spotted very close to the 30-yard line.
Of the first.
The official spot is at the 30-and-a-half-yard line. So it's 4th and inches, and a whistle stops play for just a moment.
Timeout, Bethel Park.
Bethel Park will call a timeout. And so what happened on that play to allow Bethel Park, or allow Pine-Richland to get close to the line to gain? It seemed like Bethel Park spread out, anticipating a pass, and that's where you mix it up. That's where the great players can make plays like that, having the confidence to achieve that amount of yards, even though you're backed up like that. And so Bethel Park had all of its defenders spread out, anticipating a pass, left the middle of the field wide open.
Yeah, that's what you get with Coach John Ladon. He has an impressive career. He was a head coach for Penn Hills, Shaler area, and now head coach for Pine-Richland. He has earned multiple conference, WPIAL, and state Coach of the Year titles. And yeah, that's what Ladon does.
Well, you know, he led this Pine-Richland team to the WPIAL championship last year, and they lost. They're back on the path to get there again. They've got to go through Bethel Park, though, first. 4th and inches. Straighter, handoff up the middle. Bethel Park with strong defense.
Handoff
And a stop on 4th down. Miller is stopped.
Christian Davis.
That's Christian Davis, who was back there first. And a few Bethel Park players swarmed around the ball carrier, Miller. And a Bethel Park stops Pine-Richland from getting a new set of downs in its own territory. So Bethel Park will return to offense. After its first 2 offensive drives, one ended in an interception taken back for a touchdown. The second one ended after one new set of downs achieved. They had to punt. Tanner Pfeiffer back out for Bethel Park. So far, Bethel Park not a strong passing game. Pfeiffer's going to try one here. No, he's actually going to run it down this near sideline, and he slides just short of the 40. Second down.
Slides down to the 37, gain of 6, second down and 4.
I'll make it 2nd and 4. Line of gains at Bethel Park's own 41-yard line. Bethel Park has not crossed midfield yet on offense. Pine-Richland with one defensive touchdown to this point. About 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Pfeiffer under center, pitches it to Javon Moore, and he is swallowed up immediately by Pine-Richland, and that will go down as a loss of yards on the play.
Brought down in the backfield by Sam Heckert and Josh Nindle. Third down and 6.
Bethel Park really struggling on offense, and they lost less yards than I thought. It's just 3rd and 6 now. 2-yard loss officially on the play. That makes it 3rd and 6 yards to go. Pfeiffer in the shotgun. Javon Moore back with him. Paschal and Bruckner spread out to the near sideline, and one wide receiver out to the right side. On the far side of the field, pass play, quick pass to Petrus. It was a wide receiver screen, and he is absolutely lit up in the backfield by Miles Niels.
By Grant Pillar. 4th down. In punt formation, number 4, Tanner Pfeiffer. Back deep, number 2, Tanner Cunningham.
So Tanner Pfeiffer going to line up to punt this ball back again. 4th and 7 officially. Pfeiffer punts it away. Tanner Cunningham will return this ball. He's up by the 35-40, bounced outside, and he'll run it out of bounds just past the 40-yard line in Pine-Richland's own territory.
Taken by Cunningham at the 27.
Bethel Park, 3 offensive drives, 1 pick 6, and 2 punts. It's 1st and 10 for Pine-Richland at Pine-Richland's own 42-yard line officially. You're watching BPTV, Comcast 21, Verizon 32 in Bethel Park. And this broadcast is presented by Pasta 2. We appreciate them. We also appreciate the Bethel Park High School football boosters for helping us financially to get to broadcast the playoffs for Bethel Park while they're in it. Running play.
Handoff goes to Mac Miller, number 7.
Short gain, Miller on the carry.
Dragged down by number 3, Charles Simmons. Gain of 5, correction, gain of 4, second down and 6.
Ball spotted on Pine-Richland's 46. Line to gain is at Bethel Park's 48. Pine-Richland has dominated offensive possession in this game, but only 7 points to show for it, none of which were scored on offense. Motion by Pine-Richland. Strader claps and hands it off again to Miller, who has some space up the middle and is tackled around midfield.
Off to Miller. Crosses midfield as he gets tackled by number 43, Clancy Ori. 3rd and 1 from the Bethel Park 49.
So another short situation. Bethel Park got a stop on 4th and inches to force a turnover around its own 30-yard line. Last Pine-Richland offensive possession. Strader in the backfield. Miller gets the handoff on an option play, tries to bounce it outside, and will achieve a first down.
Handoff goes to Mac Miller. That's more than enough for Rams. First down.
Ball spotted on Bethel Park's 40-yard line. The second time Pine-Richland has been on Bethel Park's half of the field as an offensive unit. Strader, handoff again to Miller, right up the middle. And Pine-Richland can afford to do this.
Handoff goes to Miller.
Now that it's up by 7 and this formula is working, even if they're not scoring, I mean, you want to score eventually and you want to tack on points.
Second down and 5.
But I mean, even just monopolizing possession is going to be a successful formula, especially if you're in the lead and Pine-Richland has time to burn. First quarter comes to an end. Bethel Park is trailing 7-0 against Pine-Richland. Let's take a quick moment to recognize our sponsor of today's game, our presenting sponsor, Pasta 2.
BPTV thanks Pasta 2 for sponsoring this Bethel Park High School playoff football game against Pine-Richland. 5260 Library Road in Bethel Park, 412-831-3400, pasta2restaurant.com. Pasta 2, family Italian restaurant.
We're also happy to be partnering with 2 other businesses in today's game to help sponsor our playoff football broadcasts. The second quarter is sponsored by Sharp Insurance Agency. Let's give them a quick time for a message right now.
BPT Sharp Insurance Agency has been protecting families and businesses with reliable insurance solutions for years. Their dedicated team is committed to providing peace of mind and coverage tailored to meet your individual needs. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, at Sharp Insurance, they're there to protect what matters most, with expertise and care every step of the way. Sharp Insurance Agency is your sponsor for the second quarter of this game.
Bethel Park are part of the Allegheny 6 Conference, so is Upper St. Clair and Peters Township. They're playing right now in Bethel Park, and the winner of that game will go on to the championship, the WPIAL Class 5A. 3 teams from Allegheny 6 are left in this Class 5A WPIAL tournament. Woodland Hills from the Big East is the reigning runner-up in the WPIAL championship for Class 5A, and they're on offense now. Rodan.
Right. Second down 5 for the Pine-Richland Rams. Ball is faked to a handoff. Throws it. Incomplete.
Strader's pass. Incomplete. Intended for Timmons. Coverage number
Refs
0.
will not call that.
Santino,
It seems to be
Noah
as if Noah Jenik was being
35.
aggressive against the receiver. Fans are obviously upset.
Pine-Richland fans didn't like it, but Noah Jenik's been pretty tight on coverage so far from what we've seen on deep passes, so we continue to play.
Yep. Third down 5, ball on the 35 of the Hawks. Caught.
Strader's pass
Pushed out of
complete
bounds by
to
Simmons.
number 7, Mac Miller, for a Pine-Richland first down.
20 seconds of the second quarter now gone. It's first down 10, ball to 28 for the Rams. Strader fakes the handoff. Thrown
Strader
out of
throws it
bounds
incomplete.
for a second down.
Pressure by Simmons.
Now Aaron Strader was
Second down and
injured
10.
during this season, the 2024-2025 season. He recovered as of 2-3 weeks ago.
Just in time for playoffs.
Yep.
That's something too about an advantage about having a bye week is you don't have to play as a team. You don't have to earn your way to a win because you earned it during the regular season.
Right.
So maybe that worked out to get him into the rhythm properly.
Strader hands it. 7. Stopped
Mac Miller, the ball carrier.
at the 25.
Tackle first hit by number 12, Will Sabatis. 3rd and 8 from the 26.
Yeah, now on this cold night, those hits are going to hurt. They're going to sting a little extra. It takes the extra crazy players to really push through that, and Miller looks like he has that craziness. That was a hard run through like a bull, trying to get past the defense, gain a couple extra yards.
Strader has the ball. Throws it. Good for a touchdown. Touchdown for the Rams.
Number 1, Ubi Strader.
Strader hands
To
it
number
to
13, Jalen
Mills.
Mills. From 26, 4-6.
Rams' first offensive touchdown. First one was an interception. They're going to try for this kick. Flag.
Flag before the snap. Offside against Bethel Park. The penalty is declined. PAT on the way.
Sometimes teams will decline that penalty just to not get out of the rhythm by being closer.
Extra point by Grant Argero.
Rams are
is
now
good.
14, Hawks 0.
10:19 to go in the first half.
Touchdown by
14,
Jalen Mills.
Bethel Park, no score.
No score for Bethel. Rams are now going to kick off to Bethel. 10 minutes and 19 seconds in the second quarter.
And the second quarter is sponsored by Sharp Insurance Agency. It really doesn't feel like it's getting any warmer out here, and we're outside for this broadcast. I didn't get the luxury suites in the press box. 49 degrees right now in the general Pittsburgh area.
Yep. Last year, Bethel Park playing against Pine-Richland. It was the quarterfinals of the WPIALs in their section. Pine-Richland beat Bethel Park 51-6. Will we see that tonight? We don't know.
So we got to watch. That's why we're here, to make sure that you know out there what's going on.
game.
So remember, I mean, this game's kind of big too because, we talk about it. Allegheny 6, the conference Bethel Park's in. 3 teams are still in it. The Allegheny 6, excuse me. Yeah, so Upper St. Clair finished in first in that conference. Peters Township finished in second. They're both playing right now in the semifinal game on the other side of the bracket. So at least one team from the Allegheny 6 is going to make it. And if Bethel Park can win this game, 2 teams from the Allegheny 6 will be in the championship. Pine-Richland is from the Northeast Conference and went undefeated with their conference record, just 1 overall loss in 10 games played so far this season, including in the playoffs.
Argero kicks it.
Touchback. First
Touchback.
and 10, Bethel Park.
First and 10 for Bethel.
From the 20-yard line.
Now it's Bethel's ball. Tanner Pfeiffer, quarterback for Bethel Park, has 6,000 career passing yards. Javon Moore, their running back, has 2,025 yards rushed.
Javon Moore
Moore stopped
with the carry.
At the line of scrimmage.
Hit quickly by number 58, Dejor Webb.
Yeah, Dejor Webb is 6'1", 310-pound sophomore. Big guy, and that sounded like it hurt from up here. Thank goodness they have pads on.
Second down 10. Pfeiffer throws it to Moore. Moore catches it. Stopped at the 21.
Number 6, Javon Moore. Tripped up by number 31, Braden Lenz.
Third down for Bethel.
Gain of 3, third down and 7.
Yeah, that's something we haven't seen yet. Javon Moore getting a pass. Bethel Park's just trying anything at this point to gain yards. Pine-Richland has been pretty good at stifling Bethel Park. Bethel Park hasn't even really made it over the midfield mark to this point in the game either on offense. This is its 4th try on offense now in the game.
Pfeiffer looks for the opening. He's going to run for it.
Tanner Pfeiffer
Trips
calls his own
at the
number
32.
and picks up a Bethel Park first down.
Good for a first down.
At the 32.
Yeah, Pfeiffer will run sometimes. He's not the most agile quarterback, but when he has space, he is dangerous. Pine-Richland will have to watch out for that. See how much Bethel Park incorporates that more, if they do at all, throughout this game.
Eight minutes, 20 seconds left. Pfeiffer hands it to Moore.
Moore with the
Stopped
carry.
on the 35.
Tackle by number 12, Sam Heckert.
Gain of 3.
Gain of 3, second down and 7.
Bethel Park trying to pass at least the midline. They have yet to do so. Pfeiffer hands it to Petrus.
Ball is carried
Stopped
by
at the
number
42.
1, Ryan Petrus. Stopped by
Gain of
number
7.
2, Tanner Cunningham. Third down and 1.
Haven't seen Petrus targeted too much. I mean, the passing game hasn't been too strong for Bethel Park in this game. When he was involved against Woodland Hills last week, Bethel Park was moving the football.
Indeed. Pile up.
Pfeiffer keeps. First down, Blackhawks.
First down for the Blackhawks. It passed a 1-yard hash. Ball on the 42.
So now the Bethel Park line to gain at this point for the offense is at Pine-Richland's 48. So if they want to get a first down, they'll have to cross midfield. That'd be great.
Yep. Slowly but surely. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left on the clock. Pfeiffer hands it to Moore. Moore stopped
Javon
at the
Moore
48.
brought down by Sam Heckert.
47.
Gain of 6, second down and 4.
So Bethel Park can't afford to take too much time off the clock either. When you're trailing, you can't monopolize possession if you don't score. And that's something they're going to have to do. They're still going to have to pace themselves to try to score. As opposed to Pine-Richland with a 2-possession lead right now, they can afford to milk the clock more like they have been on offense so far in this game.
6 minutes. Pfeiffer looks for the opening. Throws it to Moore,
Pfeiffer's
incomplete.
pass falls
Low.
incomplete. Intended for Javon Moore. Third down and 4.
Third down 4, ball on the 48.
I know sometimes watching plays like that, it's frustrating to see a player, it hit their hands below their knees and they drop it. That's tough. But in conditions like this, when you're wearing all those pads, it is really hard to bend down and try to get that ball when it's low. You usually want that ball by the chest, and that ball just wasn't there.
Timeout.
Timeout. Bethel Park.
And while we have this timeout, let's give a quick recognition to our second quarter sponsor, Sharp Insurance Agency.
Sharp Insurance Agency has been protecting families and businesses with reliable insurance solutions for years. Their dedicated team is committed to providing peace of mind and coverage tailored to meet your individual needs. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, at Sharp Insurance, they're there to protect what matters most, with expertise and care every step of the way. Sharp Insurance Agency is your sponsor for the second quarter of this game.
All right, we're back. Play is about to begin. Rams are ready. Third down, 4 of the second quarter. 5 minutes, 54 seconds on the clock. Only 3 yards to pass the midline. Will they get it? Pfeiffer has the ball, hands it to Moore. Stopped
Swing
at the
pass
51.
complete to Javon Moore. Tackle by number 12, Sam Heckert. Moore needed 4. He got 3. It's
Fourth down and 1.
Down.
Ball on the 51.
Now, Tanner Pfeiffer is going to the sideline while Bethel Park huddles up. Bethel Park really can't afford to punt or turn the ball over here. They really have to get that 1 yard. Oh, Pfeiffer comes back out. Guess they wanted a clear signal of communication between him and the head coach.
Hands it to Moore. He stopped.
Javon Moore with a carry.
Carry is no good.
Well, both teams pointing, and the officials do rule it short.
He's short.
Short. First down now for the Rams. Only 5 minutes
Pine-Richland
and 1
ball.
second on the clock of the second quarter.
First and 10
Rams maintaining a strong
for the
defense
Rams
so
at the
far.
48.
Now that worries me because the way Pine-Richland has been monopolizing on offense, they don't even have to score, and they can go into halftime all right up 2 possessions, and they get the second half kickoff.
Yeah. Fake pass. Tipped
Strader's
by
pass
number
broken
5,
up by number
Mitchell
5,
Paschal.
Mitch Paschal. Intended target was Eli Wentz. 2nd down and 10.
Sub 5 minutes left on the clock. 2nd down 10 for the Rams. Ball on the 48. Ball's handed off. Bad handoff, tackled by Clancy Ori.
Handoff goes to Miller. Devoured in the backfield by number 43, Clancy Ori.
That was Mac Miller, running back.
3rd down and
For the Rams.
11.
3rd down 11 for the Rams. Ball on the 47. That was a loss of 1. Throws it. Caught by number 4.
Strader's
Stopped at
pass
the
complete to
43.
number 4, Jay Timmons. He is stopped by Charles Simmons, short of the first.
4th down and 1.
It's 4th down.
Rams might rush the line of scrimmage, get over the 1-yard hash.
I'll tell you what, too, this play's pivotal for the game. Bethel Park could have another opportunity on offense, or Pine-Richland could continue to hog the football.
Timeout.
Timeout, Pine-Richland.
Let's take a quick moment to recognize our presenting sponsor for today's game, Pasta 2.
BPTV thanks Pasta 2 for sponsoring this Bethel Park High School playoff football game against Pine-Richland. 5260 Library Road in Bethel Park, 412-831-3400, pasta2restaurant.com. Pasta 2, family Italian restaurant.
And I'd like to let you know, too, that the second quarter is sponsored by Sharp Insurance Agency.
Timeout called by Rams. Still going. Clock stopped at 3 minutes, 27 seconds.
We got some light rain falling now, too, out here. It almost looks like very thin snowflakes. I hate being outside during winter. I prefer hot chocolate and a fire on the inside, you know.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned snow, Bethel Park is wearing white. Maybe that's a sign. Maybe
Direct
not.
snap goes to number 7,
First
Mac Miller.
down for the Rams.
First down, Pine-Richland.
Yeah, just a direct snap to Miller. Sometimes that's the way to do it. Just show it right up front. Didn't need a quarterback to intervene. Direct snap and run. First down.
3 minutes on the second quarter clock. First down 10. Ball on the 41 for the Rams. Ball is handed off. For gain of
Handoff
2.
goes to Miller. Brought down by Clancy Ori.
Gain of 3. Correction.
Gain of
Second
3,
down,
second
7.
down and 7.
Ball on the 38.
Now, don't be surprised, too. Pine-Richland, there's no pressure for Pine-Richland to take risky plays. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep running the football and even punt or try a field goal on Bethel Park's half of the field. But up 2 possessions, they're going to get the kick to start the second half. I mean, they have no reason to take any risks at all. I expect a conservative offense here.
Yeah, if they just hold that ball and just let the time run out, run out, run out. They're maintaining a strong defense. Sorry to interrupt.
Strader's pass complete.
Strader's pass
Jay
complete
Timmons
to Timmons.
for a Pine-Richland
First down.
First down.
Ball on the 27. Less than 2 minutes on the clock. Pass. Handed off. And he's going for it. Another touchdown by Mac Miller.
Pine-Richland.
That's the third touchdown of the game, all by the Rams.
Mac Miller.
Rams are 20, Hawks are 0.
4-6.
They're going to try for this kick.
Now that's what you don't want to happen as a defense. You give up a score on a conservative play.
Yes.
That's tough.
Because I'm good.
Grant Argero's extra point is good.
Rams 21,
1 minute
Hawks
26
0.
seconds until halftime. Your score.
Rams are going to kick
Rams
off.
21.
Bethel Park to
Blackhawks,
receive.
no score.
We will see some change in the second half.
Fans, be sure to stick around at halftime. We'll have performances from both the Bethel Park and Pine-Richland marching bands.
And just a reminder, too, the second quarter sponsored by Sharp Insurance Agency. Pine-Richland certainly has some insurance, don't they?
Yeah.
3 possessions up, 3 touchdowns up.
Argero to kick. Peaches deep to receive.
Argero to kick. Peters back deep.
Goes for it. Touchback.
Bethel Park will take over 1st and 10 from the 20.
What Bethel Park needs to do right now is maintain their possessions of the ball. A lot of times they let the ball. They've given up the ball a lot of times, and now they need to maintain it until the beginning of the second half.
But Bethel Park cannot afford to be too withdrawn.
Right.
They're not in a position
They can't
to
be
wait
conservative.
around.
Yeah.
So I would expect some risks taken here because you lose and you're done.
Yeah.
This is the semifinals of the WPIAL Class 5A playoffs. You've got to get a score here, I would argue, before this half ends.
He just throws it. Incomplete.
Piper's
Intended to
pass
Peaches.
incomplete. Peters, the intended receiver. 2nd down.
Now on that first down, you saw the offensive line more spread apart. That was the risk factor you were talking about.
Right, they're in pass protection there. They're a little more spaced out. When you run the ball, you're going to be more congested to try to form a hole for the runner. When you're passing, yeah, they're way more spaced out to get ready to take a defensive player one-on-one to block. Absolutely, that's a good observation.
Minute 22 on the clock. Piper handed it to Moore. Moore stopped at the 25.
Handoff goes to number 6, Javon Moore. Brought down by Grant Pillar. 3rd down and 5.
Down 5. Less than a minute to go.
Clock still running.
Motion by Ori. Piper fakes the pass. Throws it to Bruckner. Bruckner catches it, runs out of
Piper's
bounds.
pass complete to number 10, Jack Bruckner, for a
Good for a
Bethel
first
Park
down.
first down.
Ball on the 37. Less than a minute left. Bethel Park's goal is to get as close to the end zone as possible with only 36 seconds.
Pfeiffer's pass complete to Javon Moore.
Moore catches it. Injury.
Injury timeout.
And that's tough. Injury right before the end of the first half.
Yeah, well, injuries are never good. On a cold night like this, I mean, you may see players more susceptible to that just because muscles may be a little more tight, you know, in the colder weather. And while this player is down on the field, we'll give quick recognition to our second quarter sponsor, Sharp Insurance Agency.
Sharp Insurance Agency has been protecting families and businesses with reliable insurance solutions for years. Their dedicated team is committed to providing peace of mind and coverage tailored to meet your individual needs. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, at Sharp Insurance, they're there to protect what matters most, with expertise and care every step of the way. Sharp Insurance Agency is your sponsor for the second quarter of this game.
And we are back. Javon Moore on the field injured. Right before the end of the first half.
Yeah, so Javon Moore got a screen pass, and Pine-Richland's defense was not fooled. Javon Moore walking off now on his own. Because of the injury timeout, he's going to have to take off a play. Bethel Park has 27 game time seconds left. I don't know why I said it like that, you know, because you want to distinguish the play clock from the game clock. They've got 27 seconds left in the first half, yeah.
Pretty much they only have this play to make a gain.
They don't have very many timeouts, if any, left either, so
Second down and 10 for Bethel Park.
that'll be a challenge
It's
for them
on
as well to
37.
overcome. And see, all the wide receivers are spread out here.
Pfeiffer has the ball. Trying to run for it. Sacked
Number 11, Dane
by 72 and 42 of the
Wilden.
Rams. 5 seconds left in the first half. That's the end of the first half and the second quarter. For 21-0 lead
And at
by the
halftime,
Rams.
your score, Pine-Richland 21.
Bethel Park will try to make a
Bethel
recovery in the
Park,
second
0.
half. We'll see what happens.
Fans, stay tuned. The
thoughts?
Bethel Park and Pine-Richland marching bands are coming up next.
Yeah, that was tough, and that was kind of a shame, too, that they couldn't run a play before halftime. So that means Bethel Park shut out at halftime, down 21-0, down 3 scores. Bethel Park will also kick to start the second half. So odds right now, circumstances not in favor of Bethel Park. Let's give recognition one more time to our second quarter sponsor, Sharp Insurance Agency.
Sharp Insurance Agency has been protecting families and businesses with reliable insurance solutions for years. Their dedicated team is committed to providing peace of mind and coverage tailored to meet your individual needs. From home and auto to life and commercial insurance, at Sharp Insurance, they're there to protect what matters most, with expertise and care every step of the way. Sharp Insurance Agency is your sponsor for the second quarter of this game.
And now a quick message from our presenting sponsor, Pasta 2.
BPTV thanks Pasta 2 for sponsoring this Bethel Park High School playoff football game against Pine-Richland. 5260 Library Road in Bethel Park, 412-831-3400, pasta2restaurant.com. Pasta 2, family Italian restaurant.
2 weeks.
This is Bethel Park Public Access's coverage, Bethel Park Public Access Television's coverage of Bethel Park High School football in the Class 5A WPIAL semifinals through one half. Pine-Richland 21, Bethel Park 0. Enjoy the playings of the marching bands, and then Rodan and I will be back in the start the second half. I want to give a shout out real quick to our crew. John doing the directing, Nico and Ryder on cameras, Anthony Veltri back at our network control center, Rodan Hassan, student broadcaster, and my name is Nicholas Callis, older kind of adult broadcaster here. We'll be back whenever the second half begins.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the pride of Bethel Park, the Bethel Park High School Black Hawk Marching Band. Led onto the field by head majorettes Charlie Donaldson and Olivia Sahida, and head Bethettes Anna Kelly and Izzy Leibarger. The opener for 2024 is Magic Carpet Ride. Tonight, we throw it back to our first halftime show of the season and perform a selection highlighting a jazz theme. The Majorettes and Bethettes bring the heat in a high-energy marching arrangement of Hey Pachuco, made famous in Jim Carrey's 1994 classic movie, The Mask. Take it away, band! Please stand up and clap along as the Black Hawk Marching Band performs their signature drill, Hot Time in Bethel Victory, a Bethel Park tradition for over 50 years. The Bethel Park High School Black Hawk Marching Band is under the direction of Chad Thompson, Associate Director Jeff Nell, Assistant Director Zach Cable and Keith Bourne, Bethette Director Stacy Doman, and Majorette Director Jen McAfoose. Student Directors Carly Dowell and Caleb Steele, Special Events Coordinator Lily Janis, Head Majorettes Charlie Donaldson and Olivia Sahida, Head Bethettes Anna Kelly and Izzy Leibarker, and Drum Captain Trent Bloom. Thank you for your kind attention.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the 2024 edition of the Pine-Richland High School Marching Band, under the field direction of Andrew Pasquinelli, Sidney Rodman, and Will Tamburi. The band opens tonight's halftime show with a 1973 song by Emerson, Lake and Palmer. Here is Carn Evil 9. We will now feature our color guard and dance team performing a 2005 hit by Green Day. Here is Holiday. Color guard co-captains are Sean McDonald and Lucy Powell. Dance team co-captains are Sophia Riggard and Mara Sholo. Ladies and gentlemen, now the moment you've all been waiting for. The band dances and we feature our drum line to a 1956 classic by Little Richard. Here is Good Golly Miss Molly. Drumline section leaders are Alex Friedrich and Eliza Lazaro. Snare captain is Catalina Olivero. The band will close tonight's halftime show with a 1979 hit song by Bob Seger. Here is Old Time Rock and Roll. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pine-Richland High School Marching Band. The Pine-Richland High School Marching Band is under the direction of Will Guest, Jim Stillwagon, Jim Hopper, Ben Colder, and Marcus Barrett. Color guard instructor is Amy Billy. Dance team instructor is Kathy Deal.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up one more time for both the Bethel Park and Pine-Richland marching bands. Also, ladies and gentlemen, we have some halftime scores from around the WPIAL and City League. Firstly, in the regional championship in Class 1A from the City League, Westinghouse leads Winburn at halftime, 20-6. And now we'll take a look at all of the games around the WPIAL in the semifinal round. Firstly, in Class 1A, Clareton 16, Bishop Canevin 0. Also at half, Fort Cherry 28, Jeanette 7. In Class 2A, at halftime, Seton LaSalle 27, Steel Valley 0. And South Park 14, Elwood City 7. In Class 3A at halftime, Central Valley 21, Elizabeth Forward 7. And at halftime, Amani Christian and Avonworth are scoreless at half. And finally, in the opposing Class 5A semifinal match, that's between third-seeded Peters Township and second-seeded Upper St. Clair. That game is at half. The score is 7-3, Peters Township.
The scoreboard guy is probably here.
My name is Nicholas Callis. Radan Hassan with me. Third quarter coming up. Pine-Richland is leading Bethel Park 21-0. And before we start the third quarter, let's recognize quickly our presenting sponsor for today's game, Pasta 2.
BPTV thanks Pasta 2 for sponsoring this Bethel Park High School playoff football game against Pine-Richland. 5260 Library Road in Bethel Park, 412-831-3400, pasta2restaurant.com. Pasta 2, family Italian restaurant.
I'm Nicholas Callis, Radan Hassan, the other announcer for this game. John running the directing, pushing the buttons, making the fun things happen. Nico and Ryder are running a camera each. Anthony Veltry's back at our network control center at BPTV. If you're watching this on November 15th, it's a live football game. 21-0, Bethel Park down 3 touchdowns, 3 possessions going into the third quarter. Not a lot of passing offense for them, and I think that stymied them. And Pine-Richland has monopolized and hogged possession on offense. And Bethel Park also had to try to overcome a pick six 2 plays into the game. It wasn't a great start and not terrible. I'm not going to call it terrible, but certainly not ideal being down 3 and receiving, or kicking. Bethel Park's kicking to start the second half.
Yeah, that was a morale deflator. And now with the third quarter starting, let's see. They're going to kick off. Jackson Friday is going to kick off. Number 3 of the Rams, deep to receive.
That's Deshaun Webb
Kicking
back
off
there.
for Bethel Park, number 46, Jackson Friday. Back deep for Pine-Richland, number 3, DeJuan Webb.
Caught. Still going. Just stopped short of the 45.
Kick is returned
Sam
by number
Eckert
13,
received the ball.
Jalen Niels. Stop was made at the 43-yard line by Jack Johnson. First down, Rams.
Jalen Neal's on the return there for Pine-Richland and wasn't quite down, pushed through to gain an extra about 5-10 yards on that play. And Pine-Richland starting right around midfield to begin the third quarter here. First and 10.
Ball handed off.
Handoff goes to number 7, Mac Miller. Keeps the legs churning as his forward progress is stopped by
Gain of
Charles
4.
Simmons. Gain of 4, second down.
I don't know if you saw Cueva there too, trying to rip the ball away from Miller. And a little extra aggressive after the whistle.
$11 minutes. Handoff. Stopped at the
Miller with the
46, 47.
Brought down by Christian Davis. 3rd and 1.
Less than 11 minutes to go. 3rd and 1, ball on the 48 for the Rams. Clap. Hand it off again. Stopped
Handoff goes to Mac Miller.
at the 37.
Taken down the 40-yard line. But that's a Pine-Richland first down.
First down 10, ball on the 40 for the Rams.
And Pine-Richland, if they can give the ball to Miller every time and gain 3 to 5 yards of play, I mean, they're going to win the game.
Yeah. Park defensive line spread apart. He's going to rush the middle again. Nope. Curves on the outside. Stopped at the 35.
Mac Miller, the carrier. Upended by Santino Nochenik.
Second down.
Second down.
4. Ball on the 34. Impressive defense by the Rams so far. They keep defending the quarterbacks and defending the rushers. They can always get that push every second or third down. Good for a first down always. Timeout for the Rams.
Timeout, Pine-Richland.
This is a Bethel Park television broadcast sponsored by Pasta 2. If you're watching this live, November 15th, you're watching it live on TV, Comcast Television, and Verizon. Yeah, a little bit more about John Ladon. When he was a high schooler, he received all conference and all state recognition for football. He was a 4-year outside linebacker for Robert Morris. Won All-American status in athletics and academics. Voted MVP and most valued defensive player as a senior. He has a master's and a doctorate in material science and engineering from Carnegie Mellon. When you have a coach like that, you can have a good team as strong as the Rams. Game's beginning. Fake handoff. Throws it. Intercepted by Paschal. Paschal's going to go for it. Runs out at the 30.
Slayer's pass is intercepted by number 5, Mitchell Paschal.
That was an unnecessary push by the Rams offense.
Bethel Park will take
Ref
over.
blew the
First and
whistle,
10.
yelled at him, but no penalties there.
At the 31.
Now it's Bethel's ball. First down 10, ball in the 31. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. Will Bethel Park make the recovery? Pfeiffer has the ball. Passes it to Moore. Moore runs through it. Hard hit.
Number 6, Javon Moore.
John
with the
Moore
carry.
runs with the carry.
Brought down by number 2, Tanner Cunningham.
Gain of 9.
Gain is to the 39, second down.
39. Second down 2, ball on the 39. Pfeiffer hands it to Moore again. Moore rushes through the middle.
Javon Moore.
Moore stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Move back
Runs
a little.
into a wall of green, led by number 32, Josh Smith. Third down and 2.
Third down 2 for Bethel. 8 minutes, 6 seconds on the clock. Clock going down. Ball on the 39. It was a nice recovery by Bethel a couple plays ago. Let's see if Bethel can get the first down and maybe push for the end zone. Pfeiffer hands it to, I believe,
Javon
Moore on the
carries
carry.
for a Bethel
Good for a
Park
first down. 7 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. First down for Bethel. Ball on the 42. Bethel Park not trying to push back the Rams into their own end zone. Play's going. Pfeiffer has the ball. He's trying to find an opening, throw to someone. There's a throw to Petrus.
Pfeiffer's pass. Incomplete.
Incomplete. Determined by the refs.
Intended for Ryan Petrus.
Third down.
Bringing the heat, number 32, Josh Smith.
For second down, sorry. Second down 10, ball on the 42.
Second down and 10.
Petrus had 1 foot in initially, but both feet left. Determined incomplete by the refs. Pfeiffer has the ball. He hands it to Moore. Moore pushed through line of scrimmage.
The handoff
Stopped
goes to
at the
Javon
46, 47. That's a gain of 4. Gain of 5, actually.
Moore.
Third down,
by
5.
Sam Heckert.
Ball on the
Third
47.
down and 5 from the 47.
Moore coming out of the game. Field. Six minutes, 15 seconds left on the clock. Pfeiffer has the ball. Fake pass to Moore. Peaches is running for it. 50, 55, slides on the 55.
Out of the pocket and picks
Bad
up
mistake
a
by the Rams. It was open.
First down.
Less than 6 minutes left. It's a first down for Bethel. Now they're really pushing back. That initial kickoff where the Rams got the touchdown, I think that really deflated Bethel's morale. And now they're trying to push back after a talk, possibly, in the locker room during the halftime. Another push in the middle
Javon Moore.
by Javon Moore.
Stopped by Josh Smith.
Gain of 1.
Second down and 9.
Ball on the 56, 57. Rams 43. Now less than 5 minutes left to go. Second down 9. Pfeiffer with the ball. He's going to run through the pocket again. He's going for it.
Pfeiffer keeps. He's rolled down.
Rolled down at the,
At the
35.
Make that 34.5-yard line.
Once Pfeiffer's
It's
foot was
third
on the
down
ground,
and 1.
Pfeiffer let go of the ball. The Rams player tried to take it back. Refs called the whistle beforehand. Third down and 1 for the Hawks, inching closer.
And Pine-Richland's had great pass defense in this game. That leaves room for Pfeiffer to run, and that's why you've seen him a couple times in this sequence go out of the pocket and run.
Pfeiffer hands it to Moore.
Javon Moore is short.
Moore is short. Fourth down and 1. Ball on the 34.
It's fourth down.
You know, we had a pivotal play similar to this in the second quarter with Pine-Richland needing a first down.
Bethel cannot give up this ball. Run through the middle.
Pfeiffer keeps.
It's good for a first down.
First down, Bethel Park.
First down for Bethel. Ball now on the 34. Actually, just shy of the 33. Peaches has the ball. He's running through. Pushed out at the 28. Gain of 5.
Out of bounds by Tanner Cunningham.
Second down, 5 for the Hawks.
Gain of 5, second down.
Less than 3 minutes left on the clock of the third quarter. See, now Bethel Park's really trying. They really need to push the Rams into the end zone. Get a touchdown, at least. Touchdown will be a morale booster. And maybe when the fourth quarter starts, Bethel Park can recover with 2 more touchdowns. Tie up the game. Pfeiffer hands it to Moore. Moore finds the opening in the pocket. He runs for it. Stopped
Ball is carried by number
at the
6,
22.
Javon Moore.
It's a gain of 6.
That's a Bethel
Good for a
Park
first down.
First down.
About 2.5 minutes left on the clock. First down 10. Ball on the 22. 22.5. Short but powerful pushes. Motion by Ori. Pfeiffer fakes handoff to the Moore. Piper's running. He throws it. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete. Second down and 10.
Second down 10 on the 22. 2 minutes and 7 seconds left.
And some very misty rain is starting to fall here in the North Hills, the neutral site of this game. And we're outside. So this is fun.
Oh yeah, we feel it.
This is how it happens sometimes, Rodan.
2 minutes, 7 seconds, second down 10. Ball on 22. Piper fakes the pass to handoff to Moore. Moore catches it.
Pfeiffer's pass
Incomplete.
is caught.
It is caught.
By number 6, Javon
On the
Moore.
9.
Sets up a Bethel Park first and goal.
Correction, 10.
From the 10.
There's a gain of 12. First down 10 on the 10.
That's the first time Bethel Park's been in the quote-unquote red zone part of the field.
2 minutes left. They have a lot of time on their hands. They can try get a touchdown. At least get the score 7-21 before the fourth quarter starts. Piper hands off to Moore. Moore runs through. Stop at the 6.
Javon Moore takes the toss. He's tripped up by Sam Heckert. Gain of 4, second
Minute
and goal from the
45.
6.
Second and goal on the 6.
I mean, Bethel Park needs to score quickly. There's only about 13 and a half minutes left for them to play in this game.
Push through the line of scrimmage.
Moore with the carry.
Gain of 2.
Once again tackled by Sam Heckert.
Gain of 3, excuse me. Third down and goal on the 3.
Third and goal from the 3.
Yeah, they're just letting time run off the clock. Prioritizing quality over quantity at this point. Wanting to get each player right up against the goal line.
Hands it to Moore again. Good for a touchdown by Javon Moore. With 45 seconds on the clock of the third quarter.
Javon Moore.
Pfeiffer tosses it to Moore. Moore runs through the line of scrimmage, finds the pocket opening, and gets the touchdown. Let's see if this kick is good by Jackson Friday. Jack Bruckner to hold. I mean, yeah, this is interesting. Now, see, Bethel Park is going to recover, although it was 12 minutes, because every WPIAL clock quarter is 12 minutes per quarter. 12 minutes have gone by, and now Bethel Park is scoring. Kick is good by Jackson Friday. Hawks are 7. Rams are 21. With less than 45 seconds left.
Seconds left in the third quarter. Rams 21, Blackhawks 7.
Less than 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Now in the fourth quarter, Bethel Park needs to prove their worth, essentially, by maintaining their defense because they're going to kick off. So Rams are going to have the ball. Now they need to maintain their defense. Get the first down. And when they get the first down, now they have to push and push and push to the Rams' goal, to their red zone. Can that be done in 12 minutes? We'll see.
And you see the Bethel Park Band playing on your screen now as well. They're out here weathering the elements. I mean, the mist is coming down. We're about halfway in, halfway out from a little overhang that's trying to protect us. And temperature has continued to drop. It's 47 degrees right now in the North Hills of Pittsburgh.
Oh yeah, we feel it. We feel it. Bethel Park is going to kick off. 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Bethel Park's going to kick off. Jackson Friday to kick off. Rams to receive. Refs calling for the game to begin. This is a Bethel Park television broadcast. If you're seeing this live today, it is November 15th.
Jackson Friday, number 46, will kick off for Bethel Park. Back deep, number 3, DeJuan Webb.
Friday to kick off. Webb to receive. This is out at the 20.
Kick goes out of bounds. Flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
You know, kick out of bounds, can't do that.
Pine-Richland elects to take the ball at the 35-yard line. First down, Rams.
First down for the Rams at the 35.
Jackson Friday had a bunch of kicks out of bounds against Woodland Hills. I thought
did.
it was strategic. I don't know what the strategy would be here. You're giving the opponent way better field position, and Pine-Richland hasn't returned all that well.
Handoff. Put down at the 45.
Mac Miller with the carry. Spun down by number 23, Christian Davis. Second down and 5 from the 40. But that'll take us to the end of the third quarter. Your score, Pine-Richland 21, Bethel Park 7.
End of the third quarter, Rams 21, Hawks 7. It is now the Rams' ball. They have it in their possession. Fourth quarter is about to begin. Second down 5.
Yes, and with that, let's go ahead and recognize our presenting sponsor of this game, Pasta 2.
BPTV thanks Pasta 2 for sponsoring this Bethel Park High School playoff football game against Pine-Richland. 5260 Library Road in Bethel Park. 412-831-3400. Pasta2restaurant.com. Pasta 2, family Italian restaurant.
You're watching BPTV, Comcast 21, Verizon 32. If you're watching this on November 15th, it's a live football game. I'm Nicholas Callis, Rodan Hassan here with me. John doing the directing, Nico and Ryder running cameras, Anthony Beltry back at our network control center. Everyone but Anthony is weathering the elements. It's misting out here. It's 47 degrees, and it's a two-possession game. Our fourth quarter tonight is sponsored by All Pro Plumbing, and let's hear a quick message from them now.
All Pro Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Bethel Park sponsors the fourth quarter of tonight's game. 5800 Library Road, 412-595-8204. AllProPlumbing.com. All Pro Plumbing, trusted plumbing services and expert plumbers in Bethel Park.
So the players, I would guess, are a little warmer than us, considering they have pads on and they've been moving around. That doesn't really help very much, though, when you make contact with the players, though. Cold can affect your muscles. They can tighten up in the cold. Ball can get slippery, too, with the rain falling. I mean, it really is set to be, at the very least, an interesting fourth quarter. Bethel Park must get some efficient stops and get the ball back, and touchdowns must be earned at this point for Bethel Park to be able to mount a comeback. Strader. Handoff to Miller, who goes up the middle, and Miller's going to get a first down as he crosses midfield.
Mac Miller to the Bethel Park 46. That's a Pine-Richland first down.
First and 10. Pine-Richland now operating from the other side of the field, from the opponent's side of the field. Ball spotted on Bethel Park's 46-yard line. 11 and a half minutes left in the fourth quarter. Bethel Park gave up an early touchdown 2 plays into the game. A pick six by Tanner Cunningham of Pine-Richland gave Pine-Richland an early lead. And they haven't given it up since. 20 seconds into that
Mac Miller with
first
the carry.
quarter. Miller again on the carry
Dumped
for
down by Will Sabattis.
relatively short gain, second down.
Gain
3
of
yards
3,
officially
second down and 7.
on the carry. Also an update from the other side of the bracket. At halftime, Peters Township is leading Upper St. Clair 7-3. The winner of that game will play the winner of this game in the WPIAL Class 5A Championship. 3 teams left in the tournament right now, including all 4 of them that are playing. 3 of those teams are from the Allegheny 6 Conference. Handoff to Miller. Pine-Richland can afford to do this up 2 possessions.
Mac
just
Miller.
Run the ball, run the clock, and especially if they're gaining yardage, those runs are going to be efficient and they're going to be deadly for Bethel Park. Bethel Park cannot afford to let Pine-Richland keep the football if they want to mount a comeback. Now Strader and others look to the sideline. I mean, it's been McLean Miller doing a lot of the running in this game. Pine-Richland has had just a small chunk of better passing plays in this game than Bethel Park has, and I think that's the difference in this one. Pine-Richland has had a good mix all throughout as compared to Bethel Park. Miller will again cross the line to gain and earn Pine-Richland a new set of downs.
That's a Pine-Richland first down.
And not a lot of substitutions by the Rams either. You see the same players on the field over and over again.
No, they really have a methodical approach right now of just run the football, and you cannot let them gain 5 yards every play and expect to make a comeback. I mean, Miller is running the ball well. He's been running aggressively all game, and Pine-Richland can afford to just let the clock run down. 10 seconds on the play clock, 25 in total per play. And as long as they keep getting new sets of downs, they will pave the path to their victory. There's Miller, who gets wrapped up and brought down quickly. Flag on the play.
Miller on the carry. Flag on the play.
As Mitch Paschal was the one who tackled him, got there first.
Holding Pine-Richland. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
So that may help Bethel Park a little bit. Pine-Richland has had the majority of the penalties in this game and yet lead by 2 touchdowns with about 9 minutes and 17 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this game. Fourth quarter brought to you by All Pro Plumbing, or sponsored by, I should say. That's the official term that we use. Fourth quarter sponsored by All Pro Plumbing. First down and 20 from Bethel Park's 43-yard line, and Strader will hand off to Miller, and they're not deviating from that plan. And Miller, headstrong like a bull, goes into the defense of Bethel Park. They stop him,
goes to Mac Miller,
but not after a few yards gained. Second down.
Stood up by Will Sabattis, number 12 for Bethel Park.
Yeah, the Rams
Second down and 13.
Yeah, the Rams aren't using their receivers. They're only using their rushers and running backs. Maybe that's a sign that Bethel Park can look out for. Instead of having more coverage on the outside, have more coverage in and stop people from rushing in.
The only tricky part about that is that if the offense sees that, they may start to run passes.
Right.
But if you keep running the football, the clock keeps running, and that's the goal. If you throw an incomplete pass, the clock stops, and that's what Pine-Richland wants to avoid. They want to keep the clock moving. And look at Miller just pound his way.
Mac Miller.
That's impressive. When you're running the football like that and you're willing to make contact with the defense like that in 47-degree precipitous weather,
3rd and 6.
That's impressive, and that guy is a strong running back. Third down and 6 from Bethel Park's 29-yard line. 15 seconds on the play clock. About 7.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter. Bethel Park down by 14 points, and Pine-Richland monopolizing the beginning of the fourth quarter in terms of possession, and Miller will run for another first down.
Inside the 20 to the 17 for a Pine-Richland first down.
Winner goes to the WPIAL Championship in Class 5A. The loser will be done for the season. And the clock dwindling towards 7 minutes now in the fourth quarter with Pine-Richland in the lead and Bethel Park trailing. Peters Township and Upper St. Clair on the other side of the bracket, and the score update we have right now is at halftime. Peters Township up 7-3, so that's a closer game between USC and Peters Township playing in Bethel Park.
Goes to number 7, Mac Miller.
So Bethel Park involved in some way on both sides of the bracket. The neutral site was chosen because Peters Township and Upper St. Clair are
2nd down and 7.
both relatively close in the South Hills to Bethel Park. Pine-Richland and Bethel Park are meeting in the North Hills here because, well, that's the closest, and or not closest, I should say, the equidistant location, one of the closest equidistant locations between Bethel Park and Pine-Richland. You're looking at somewhere that was equidistant to the North Hills versus the South Hills. Pine-Richland quarterback
Mac Miller.
Strader hands off to Miller. This time Bethel Park
Backfield by Denzel Myers.
makes a play on defense, and as Pine-Richland output negative yards on that run. So it makes it 3rd and 9. Line to gain is on Bethel Park's 12-yard line.
I think, see, now Bethel Park's trying to see that the Rams' offensive goal is just using their rushers the whole time.
Because when you rush, the clock keeps moving. 5:40 left, 4th quarter. Strader gets the handoff. Miller again. And he finds a bit of a hole, but dragged down around the line. Just past the line of scrimmage, I should say. Short gain on the play, 4th down and
Stopped by Clancy Ori.
4th down and 7.
4th down and 6.
Or 4th and 6, and now Pine-Richland is going to bring out the field goal unit and attempt to add 3 more points to the score, which would put Bethel Park out of reach considering how much time is left on the clock. 5 minutes left, 4th quarter. Grant Argiro, the kicker. Tanner Cunningham, the holder. This one from 30 yards away, and it's missed. Cueva was in there, applying some pressure, and he is pumped. And Cueva gets a stop, and that could prove crucial. Bethel Park has to get the offense going way more quickly. It increases their chances just a bit to come back with that 3-point field goal attempt missed.
At the 20.
John, do we have a replay of that? No replay of that. That's tough. I wanted to see if Cueva got a hand on the ball. Now, if you're watching this online in the future, maybe just rewind. If you're watching this on November 15th, you can't because this is a BPTV exclusive. It's the one thing the internet has over cable TVs. You can rewind infinitely as many times as you want. TV, you can't quite. This will be broadcast again over the weekend as well. Petrus flips to Bruckner, running out. Looks like a special here. Bruckner trying to find a receiver, and he elects to throw it out of bounds, seeing no receiver in the area.
Pass.
2nd down.
Number 10, Jack Bruckner, incomplete. 2nd down.
Well, Bethel Park really has to go into the recipe book and find a formula that can get them some more offense, and that's what you got to do. They talked about this a lot last week with Woodland Hills, just sympathizing with, players having their final game in the playoffs and, that group not being together again anymore. Bethel Park's facing that right now. It's a closer score than Woodland Hills was to Bethel Park last week around this time. Not impossible, but growing unlikely with every tick of the clock and with every play that Bethel Park doesn't gain yards on offense. Pfeiffer will drop back. Throw far side. There's Paschal. Tackled out of bounds, just short of the 30-yard line.
Paschal. Coverage was by Grant Pillar. 3rd and 2.
So Paschal was able to get out of bounds, which stops the clock at 4:35 in the 4th quarter. Bethel Park needs 2 yards to gain a new set of downs.
Definite contrast between the Hawks and the Rams. Hawks are more of a wide receiving team so far in this game tonight. The Rams have been vitalizing their rushers time and time and again.
Pfeiffer rolls out. Pfeiffer under pressure, and he is tackled around the line of scrimmage
Pfeiffer keeps
in the middle of the field. And the officials rule that as a play with no gain.
Josh Smith.
And now Bethel Park
4th down.
any salvaging portion of this season that Bethel Park has left is all now riding on this play. Bethel Park needs to get to its own 30-yard line to extend this drive. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Tanner Pfeiffer in shotgun, and a whistle stops play. And a timeout called by Pine-Richland which stops the clock with 3 minutes 54 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And holds for now the situation of 4th and 2 for Bethel Park on its own 28-yard line. This broadcast is sponsored by All Pro Plumbing, and let's give them a quick message on our screen here.
All Pro Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling in Bethel Park sponsors the fourth quarter of tonight's game. 5800 Library Road, 412-595-8204. AllProPlumbing.com. All Pro Plumbing, trusted plumbing services and expert plumbers in Bethel Park.
You're watching BPTV. If you're watching this game on November 15th, it's a live football game. I'm Nicholas Callis, Rodan Hassan here. Bethel Park's been struggling all game to get some passing attacks to work. Javon Moore has been stood up pretty regularly by the Pine-Richland defense. Pine-Richland scored on defense a pick 6 on Bethel Park's first offensive drive to go up first, and 20 seconds into the game, Pine-Richland gained the lead and has not given it back. Now they're up 2 touchdowns, and Bethel Park's season rides on this one play right now. 2 yards will extend this drive and keep Bethel Park's unlikely hopes alive. If Pine-Richland gets the stop, though, that's pretty much going to be the game. 4th and 2, Pfeiffer gets the snap. They're going to hand it to Javon Moore, bounces it outside, and he's tripped up by Cunningham around the line of scrimmage.
Stopped by Tanner Cunningham. Pine-Richland will
Sharp
take
Insurance
over first
Agency
and
has
10
been protecting families and
from the 27.
And that'll do it for Bethel Park's season. Pine-Richland, well, Bethel Park still has all 3 timeouts. There is no 2-minute timeout in high school football, so if Pine-Richland keeps the ball, this game's going to end. 3:50 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. It's going to end with a Bethel Park loss. Similar formation Pine-Richland has been running all game, and it's Miller who's going to get the handoff again. Bethel Park stops him rather quickly around the line of scrimmage.
Carry,
second down.
brought down by Ori. Timeout, Bethel Park.
So Bethel Park uses 1 timeout, and that's what you got to do in this situation if you're Bethel Park. The hope is still alive. There are some games where I'd criticize coaches for calling timeouts.
Score update in the other Class 5A semifinal.
You know, in a lopsided game like this.
Peters Township 7, Upper St. Clair 3.
In this game, though, where your season is on the line, I mean, these timeouts are crucial,
Also in
and
Class 3A in the third quarter.
you got to take every game.
7, Amani Christian
Got to take every game, every play magnified and with the weight that it deserves to have. So Bethel Park calling this timeout here is well warranted. They could theoretically get the ball back with no timeouts. I guess lopsided wasn't the right word either. I wouldn't call this a lopsided game. It has been dominated in terms of possession by Pine-Richland, but when you look at the score, only a 2-possession game throughout most of the second half. Maybe lopsided, not the right word, but Pine-Richland still with the ball, second down and about 9 to go. And another handoff to Miller, who's going to be stopped by Mitch Paschal. Flag on the play.
Handoff goes to Mac Miller. There's a flag on the play. Couple flags.
Now, if that's a penalty on Bethel Park, this game is over. Also, this fourth quarter brought to you by All Pro Plumbing. Sponsored by All Pro Plumbing.
I mean, as you said,
It's a face mask against Bethel Park.
So a face mask called on Bethel Park. That'll be 15 yards and an automatic first down for Pine-Richland. And now we can officially say
half the distance to the goal.
Pine-Richland has this
First
one
down,
wrapped up.
Pine-Richland.
And so not quite 15 yards. It was
Ball is at the 11.
too close to the 20-yard line, so when it's inside 20, you just get half the distance to the goal. So the ball will go to the 10-yard line in Bethel Park's territory, and now Pine-Richland can start to run out the clock with Bethel Park having still 2 timeouts, but I'm confusing myself a bit because I think of in the NFL with that 2-minute warning. Well, it doesn't matter anyway. Touchdown. McLean Miller.
Rams. Number 7, Mac Miller. From 11, 4-6. We have flags after the play.
We'll see what those are about, but sometimes I'll gauge the 2-minute warning based on how many times a team can get a first down before the other team can't call timeouts. I think there was still a little bit of time on the clock to prevent Pine-Richland from completely running out the clock. But then Miller scored the touchdown, so that's kind of going to put this one out of reach. We'll see what the flags are after the play.
I mean, as you said before, these seniors, this is their last game.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah, so
And
now
they don't care about penalties, some of them. They want to leave a lasting message. They're going to leave it with
Unsportsmanlike conduct is the call against Pine-Richland. The penalty will be assessed on the kickoff.
So you heard that. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Pine-Richland will be hindered a bit on the kick. So that penalty will be enforced. Tanner Cunningham, the holder. Grant Argiro, the kicker. Extra point attempt coming. Good snap, good hold, kicks up, kicks good. 28-7.
Extra point is good. There is another flag.
So we'll see what this other flag's about. Officials discussing. You're watching Bethel Park High School football in the WPIAL playoffs on BPTV, Comcast 21, and Verizon 32. And this broadcast is presented by our sponsor, Pasta 2. And the fourth quarter of this game is sponsored by All Pro Plumbing. Head official getting ready to make a call. Field goal's good. Personal foul, roughing the kicker. So the penalty is on Bethel Park, but it's a declined penalty, so penalty will be moot.
3 minutes, 11 seconds remaining in the fourth. Pine-Richland 28, Bethel Park 7.
Yeah, so now we can start to do the thing where we sympathize with the seniors.
Yeah.
What grade are you in again?
I'm a senior.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
You're done after this. This is your last football game announcing, and you just started, it feels like.
Yeah.
Man. How are you feeling right now?
No, disappointed. Coming back on Monday, you feel, dreaded that, your friends, this is their last play. This is the last game ever to them. And that's if they don't go to college and then don't pursue football in college, something like that.
The way I like to think of it is this unique group of players will not play again, and that's the reality of it.
Yeah.
And so I think we're obviously going to feel for Bethel Park. Felt a little bit for Woodland Hills last week. It is kind of the brutal reality of sports is you have a unique group every year based on the nature of high school. Some professional teams, you can have the same team over and over again just based on, how contracts and signings work, trades, acquisitions, and however that turns out. But in high school, you've got a specific class every year that comes through. And especially when you're in a game where you fall short of the championship.
Back team for Bethel Park, number 1, Ryan Petrus, and number 5, Mitch Paschal.
Now Bethel Park avoided getting shut out. They scored. They put up a valiant effort, but Pine-Richland, for the most part, has dominated this game. Ball going to be kicked from the 25 because of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty, and going to be fielded around the 10. Petrus running. Petrus bounces it out far sideline, and he's going to get tackled just short of the 40-yard line in Bethel Park's territory.
He's tripped up by Jalen Niels. First down, Blackhawks.
Ball spotted on Bethel Park's 38-yard line. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Line to gain is at Bethel Park's 48. So we'll see what last effort they give on offense. Potentially their final offensive drive for the 2024 team, the last unique drive.
Pfeiffer's pass complete to Ryan Petrus.
Right, I'm getting choked up. It's
the 45, 2nd and 3.
The potentially last drive for this unique group of players in the in this 2024 Bethel Park High School football team. 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, especially me being a senior, you feel connected to these people more than you do.
We've been covering them all season.
Yeah.
It's been a great season. Pfeiffer drops back, has pressure coming on him, rolls out, throws, deep downfield. Noah Shenik. It's over his head and incomplete.
Pfeiffer's pass intended for Noah Jenik, incomplete. 3rd down.
3-possession game. Extremely unlikely Bethel Park comes back in this game. So this is just for the effort. This is the last time. Likely they're going to run offensive plays together as this team. So here they are showing us what they got. What they got left in the tank. There's nothing left to give this season. The season ending in the playoff bracket. Javon Moore is brought down.
Carries. Tackled in the backfield by number 58, Bezor Webb.
Loss of about 2 yards on the play, setting up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Peters Township still leading Upper St. Clair 7-3. It's the last update that we got. The winner of this game, likely to be Pine-Richland, will go on to play the winner of that game. And Peters Township right now the less likely team to win that game just by how close the score is right now. But this game pretty much out of hand. 2:10 left in the 4th quarter. Pfeiffer drops back, throws middle of the field, pass is tipped away.
Pfeiffer's pass is
Grant Pillar was there on the
incomplete.
coverage, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Knocked down by Grant Pillar. Turnover on downs, it's Pine-Richland ball.
And now Pine-Richland can start to go through the motions of running out the clock with short time left. 2 minutes, 7 seconds left. Bethel Park with 2 timeouts remaining in the half, and this 4th quarter is sponsored by All Pro Plumbing. You're watching on BPTV. Comcast 21, Verizon 32. We've been covering Bethel Park High School football all season long. Not men's quite, that's college. Boys basketball is coming up next. Their first game on the schedule that's not a tournament or a preseason exhibition is December the 1st. Miller runs for a first.
Goes to number 7, Mac Miller. That's a Pine-Richland first down.
So Pine-Richland just continuing to keep their starters on the field as well. Miller's been running the ball all game. Strader, still the quarterback, Aaron Strader. Still out there, and it looks like most of their receiver core is present on the field as well. 15 seconds on the play clock, about a minute and a half left in the 4th quarter. 1st and 10 from Bethel Park's 30. Miller again with the handoff, and he just continues to rumble his way for a significant gain.
Knowing how this game,
21 by Charles Simmons.
knowing how this game's going to end
2nd
up,
and 1.
we might see a repeat of last year where the Rams and the Peters Township Indians ended up in the championships.
That's possible. It certainly is. Still find it impressive, too, that 3 teams from the Allegheny 6 Conference made it to the semifinals of the Class 5A WPIAL playoffs. Peters Township, Upper St. Clair, and Bethel Park, the 3 representatives from Allegheny 6. And just great brands of football from the entire conference and from this Class 5A group of teams. Knee taken. And we've got a final score. Pine-Richland 28 and Bethel Park 7. That's the final score. And one more time, we'll recognize our sponsor, All Pro Plumbing, for sponsoring the 4th quarter. Let's hear a quick message.
All Pro Plumbing, Heating and Cooling in Bethel Park sponsors the 4th quarter of tonight's game. 5800 Library Road, 412-595 888-8204. allproplumbing.com. All Pro Plumbing, trusted plumbing services and expert plumbers in Bethel Park.
Pine-Richland celebrating a trip earned to go to the WPIAL Class 5A Championship at Acroshore Stadium. We haven't quite seen a final yet from the game between Peters Township and Upper St. Clair. Last one we heard was 7-3 Peters Township in the third quarter, so I'll try to find one of those. Rodan, so you're a senior. We've established that. So this is going to be your last football game called and your last time witnessing, this group of players, your class of 2025, playing football. How are you feeling right now?
Disappointed, and honestly, kind of relieved at the end.
Why do you say relieved?
I just feel like if Bethel Park was going to go out of the WPIAL championship semifinals, this is the way to go. Playing a team that's really good offensively and defensively. So it's bittersweet.
All season, Pine-Richland's only lost one game. They went undefeated in conference, and they couldn't lose in the playoffs without being eliminated, so they've gone undefeated, of course, here through this Class 5A WPIAL bracket. So let's just go over the rostered seniors. Ryan Petrus, Tanner Pfeiffer, Mitch Paschal, Javon Moore, Colton Gregg, Jack Bruckner, Matt Gerber, Christian Davis, Jeremy Whitling, Max LeMessurier, Randall Bergia, Clancy Ori, Jackson Friday, Hunter Goals, Franco Mara, Denzel Myers, Max Salati, Noah Paola. All the seniors listed on Bethel Park's roster, so we pay a quick tribute to them because
Pine-Richland Rams will advance to the WPIAL Championship game for the third year in a row.
they didn't win last year. Rodan said that.
Has been decided.
Here we go.
Pine-Richland in the WPIAL Championship will take on Peters Township.
Peters Township won.
As Peters Township was victorious 7-3 over
Wow.
Upper St. Clair.
How about that?
It'll be Pine-Richland and Peters Township in the WPIAL Championship game next week at Acroshore Stadium.
That's how
On behalf of the WPIAL and North Hills.
Good, you can go.
all of you for
that's how it
attending
was
tonight's
last
game.
year.
As
No,
you're
well,
leaving
this
the
season,
stadium,
a couple weeks ago,
please pick up and throw
Upper
away
St.
any
Clair played
garbage in
the
your area.
Indians, and the
as
score did not
always,
change
please
at all.
arrive home safely. Have a great
Halftime,
evening.
once they got to halftime, the score just did not change. It's a repeat.
Yeah, that's true. Just recognize the Bethel Park seniors that were recognized. They're in all likelihood graduating. The same unique group, not going to be back. We've touched on that. And you got to start over next season with a new group of players, new freshmen coming in, seniors leaving. It's tough. It's a tough scene, and you talked about this a lot last week with Woodland Hills losing. It's tough to lose in the playoffs because you don't have time to appreciate sometimes where you are in a game because you're trying every moment to gain something to contribute to winning, and that's just tough there. Down in that final 3 minutes, they were pretty much out of it, after that last Miller touchdown scored, so that's tough. And so that last offensive drive, I think, really should have been soaked in by them. But, that's tough for Bethel Park. Pine-Richland, as you heard, Pine-Richland won. Pine-Richland's going to go on to play Peters Township. The score did not change from halftime. 7-3 was the final. Both those teams are good running teams, and a low-scoring game usually results from strong running teams, and that's what happened there. Upper St. Clair could only manage a field goal kicked successfully in that game. Peters Township won by 4. So that's it. That's the Class 5A matchup of the WPIAL. That'll be played at Acroshore Stadium. Peters Township and Pine-Richland. Pine-Richland will get quote-unquote home field. Not really home field. They'll be the home team. They'll be the higher seed. Peters Township, we're going to be the lower seed. All right, Rodan, final thoughts from you.
Final thoughts. Well, covering these past games ever since the game against West Mifflin, just seeing how the football team plays, especially my class plays, it's been a real honor. And when you started mentioning those names, I just thought to myself, I've known these people since 4th grade, since 2nd grade. And to leave off the WPIALs like this, I think just really affects me a little. So
It hurts a little, huh?
Yeah.
I get you. We can be emotional. That's all right. We're
Yeah.
humans. We feel.
Yeah.
I get it, man. I
Drive
totally get
drive home's going to be tough, but, you know.
it. I feel like that's true. Keystone Oaks in 2016 lost in the semifinals as well in their classification, and I remember just like I went on, I rambled. People were telling me I rambled for 10 minutes. I just lost. I zoned out because I was feeling exactly what you're feeling, which is you know these guys and you have that personal connection. You have an even more personal connection. You see these guys in class.
Yeah.
You see them in school.
Yeah.
And you're graduating with the senior class that just walked off the field for the final time as high school football athletes. And that's indeed tough. Nico Rich, too, on our crew. He's a senior as well, so this will be the last time he does a football game for Blackhawk TV. We usually have a Blackhawk TV YouTube channel with us, not in the playoffs, so it's just BPTV now, but he's a senior. This will be his last football game as a part of the production crew as a high schooler, so feelings felt there as well for him. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing left to say. Pine-Richland dominated possession in the game and was able to win by a final score of 28-7. So, for Rodan Hassan, my broadcasting partner, for John, our director, for Nico and Ryder running cameras, and for Anthony Veltri back at BPTV's Network Control Center, my name is Nicholas Callis. Boys basketball season comes up next December 1st is their first game on the schedule, so we'll be covering those games whenever they begin. But my name is Nicholas Callis for everybody here. Thank you for following us. Thank you for your support. Thanks to Pasta 2 for being our presenting sponsor of today's game. Thank you to Sharp Insurance for sponsoring our second quarter. Thanks to All Pro Plumbing and John Oaks for sponsoring our fourth quarter. Thanks to the Bethel Park High School Football Team's Booster Association for their support as well of our broadcast. Thank you all. We really appreciate you. And it's been a fun one for sure. I think I can speak for all of us when I say that. This has been a presentation of Bethel Park Public Access Television.